Hey, good morning everybody. It is day 48 on the Appalachian Trail and I'm just pulling out of camp a little bit later than I wanted. I actually got up a little bit earlier and then accidentally fell back asleep, which is easy to do when it's like in the mid-30s and you're cozy up in your quilt. So anyway, a little later start, but I got plenty of daylight, so looking for a big day today. I'm trying to beat some weather kinda. Looks like I'm good today. It's like some overnight weather, so maybe either sleeping in a wet, cold tent tonight, or not in the tent. It'll be dry in the tent, but maybe carrying a cold, wet tent tomorrow, or may possibly spend my first night in the shelter. Maybe I'm kind of open-minded today. We'll see. But I'm basically trying to do a 19-mile day to the Abdingen shelter, I believe it's called. And then that'll leave me just a short 10 into Damascus tomorrow. So that's kind of my goal, depending on how my feet do and everything. I did Google some things last night about my toes, try to kind of figure out what the problem was. And one thing I did notice that made sense was that I guess when you're walking downhill for an extended period of time, the blood really flows to the ends of your toes and causes the pain to be much worse. So I definitely think that's what's happening when I'm getting the really bad pains, because typically if I stop, it gets better. And if I sometimes will put my feet up at lunch, it will get better. So that's good to know. I'll just, if I have any problems today, I'll just stop and take a break and try to put them up a little bit. So and then maybe tend to them a little bit better when I get to Damascus. But otherwise, I feel pretty good. Had a good night's rest. Nobody else came to the campsite, so I kind of had it all to myself. It's pretty peaceful, and it was down low enough that I was avoiding the heaviest of the winds. So that was good. Some beautiful views this morning. Really nice day out. I don't know if you can see in the back there. And then on the other side is really nice too. So it's not a crazy elevation day. Basically doing a lot of ridge walking and just short climbs. So nothing compared to what we had been up against in the past few states. So anyway, like I said, my plan is to put together a 19-mile day. I'll take plenty of breaks and spread it out where I'll probably get there, around dark or so. But we'll see. I'm open-minded. If I don't quite make it, it's not a big deal. Like I said, if I don't get to the post office tomorrow, I'm going to stay in Damascus Sunday, so I could actually hit the post office on my way out Monday. So yeah, temperatures are looking really, really low on both Saturday night and Sunday night. So I think weather-wise, that'll be timing it just right. Tonight it's going to be looks like rain showers overnight, possibly some snow, but the temperatures are going to stay right around freezing, so not too bad. So, but yeah, I think Saturday night's like 24, and then Sunday night maybe 20 to 22 with high winds. So, talked to Sparking Radioactive. They're actually camping. I'm not too far behind them now. I'm kind of catching up to them. I think they were going to actually hit a stealth spot beyond that shelter, so I may consider that if I get there early, going up and meeting with them. But like I said, I'm just going to see how it goes. See if I can make the 19 before I start adding 2 or 3 onto it. So yeah, like I said, looking forward to a good day of hiking. Closing in on another state. I don't think I won't cross into Virginia today. That should be tomorrow, but that'll be exciting. So anytime you cross into a new state, it's exciting. So unless it's North Carolina and Tennessee, because they weave in and out of each other like constantly. So I think, even though I've only been in 3 states, I've probably crossed the state line like 20 times. So anyway, hopefully I'll have some good views today. I'll definitely show you guys what I see. If you see any weird things in the woods, especially mylar balloons, I'm still on the lookout. I've not seen one in quite a few days. I'm still only at 2 on those, so we'll just see how it goes. But anyway, I'll get back with you guys here in a while. I just came out of the wilderness area, and the trail is really nice. We don't get this nice a trail very often, so I'm definitely going to enjoy it. Of course, hard to say how long it'll last. Maybe just right up there, or maybe all day, you never know. Yeah, it's nice and soft, it's good. Just stopped for breakfast at the first shelter. Got my feet up so the blood can rush away from my toes. So hopefully this will work. Big shout out to my shoes. Like, I may have the most impressive shoes on the trail as far as how they've held up. Like, I'm closing in on 500 miles and I mean, they're still looking really, really good. Like, basically no damage on the top. Some of that can be attributed to that I'm very, very careful where I step and try not to kick things, etc. But yeah, they're really holding up good. I'm interested to see how many miles I'll be able to get out of them. So they may wear out on the inside just as far as the cushion before the outside. So, but yeah, the people with the Lone Peaks, like, they're falling apart left and right every time I see somebody with those, and they're already having to replace them. So big shout out to my Ultra Olympus, and big shout out to Ultra, because she's the one that suggested these. And I'm hoping I can get more miles early on, because I think I probably will need to trade them out more once I get in the rocky areas like Pennsylvania and stuff. So anyway, taking a short break, and then I'll get back on trail. 16 miles to camp. This is the Nick Grindstaff Monument. I believe it's a monument to a hermit, actually. I assume from this area. Very cool. Trail is still good, still got good views everywhere. Had a nice conversation with some guys back at the shelter. They camped behind me, and they just also stopped there for breakfast. One of them was from near my kinfolks in Cookeville, Tennessee, so I was excited to hear that. Another one was from Georgia, so I was excited to hear that. And the other guy was from Maine. A lot of people out here from Maine. I think I've met probably, I mean, a good, maybe a dozen people from Maine out here, which I guess makes sense. Georgia and Maine are the kind of the endpoints of the trail, so maybe most likely we'll draw people out. So anyway, still some cool scenery. I'm about to stop here soon to get some water. We've got a cool little roundabout here. I'm not really walking through a pasture. I think I've seen this on YouTube before. Oh, this is some beautiful wide open pasture. This reminds me of Georgia. This could be Ephesus, aka God's country. At least I think it's called God's country. Like, there's a big argument about where the actual God's country is. I'm sure there's like a million places that claim it, but in my county I've always thought it was Ephesus. So who knows? Anyway, just had some trail magic back at the road crossing there. A gentleman named Mountain Goat. He had some fresh water, which is good because the water had not been great today, and I had a donut and a banana. I wasn't super hungry, but it was exciting to get a banana for sure. Should have left my trash with him, but I forgot. So there we go. I'm going to town tomorrow. So, ooh, it is getting cold. Mountain Goat said he thinks the weather system's probably moving in sooner, just based on the way the temperature's dropping. So I'll keep an eye on it. Basically, my goal is to hike until it starts raining if I need to, or until I get to the shelter, or and then hopefully wait it out in my tent, as most of it's happening overnight, and then be able to hike in tomorrow without being out in the rain. So it's going to be very cold. We'll see. Just got to deal with what comes to you, I guess. So anyway, I'll get back with you guys here shortly. I'm walking through this fine pasture here. It's really nice. Just beautiful. Closing in on Virginia very quickly. Just a few miles away. Oh, I forgot to mention the Trail Angel Mountain Goat while I was there. I was also talking about it. He said a nice young couple came through a day or two ago. And guess who it was? Of course, Ums and Checklist. I gotta catch them. I want to do a little interview with them. They're so popular. I'm gonna see. I don't know if I'll be able to catch them. They're younger than me, but you never know. Seems like I'm kind of on their heels a little bit, so we'll see. There's no trees in the pasture, so they've got posts up to mark the white blazes so we can know which way to go. Pretty obvious here though. It's a trail through a pasture. I mean, this may even be private property. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but it's kind of fenced in. It looks like they're AT friendly though. Got the AT logo on the side of their barn. That's cool. Must be cool having the AT running through your backyard. Or I guess, you know, maybe not, like come bubble time, I don't know. Still, that's quite cool. More pasture, wind still blowing strong. As simple as it is, this might be one of my favorite sections of trail that I've walked. It's just kind of cool. Just a little farmland, wide open views. It's not straight up and down. Oh, like I said the other day, we that have walked this far from Stringer definitely deserve a break on the elevation, because there was nothing but climbing, and for really the first 400 miles for the most part. Like, there's a few spots there going in town that are kind of okay, but yeah, for the most part, a lot of climbing. So, but gets you in shape, that's for sure. There's a lot of different interesting ways the way they get us in and out of pastures. This one's like a step over. Sometimes it's like a metal grate. Oh, that you go kind of around. So, all right, back in the woods. No more pasture, at least not for now. Hey guys, I'm hiking towards camp. Just stopped for an early dinner. Made my last backpacking meal. And loaded up on water. There's a nice kid at the shelter named Tom who was hiking Sobo, doing a little section hiking. He told me that one of the next water sources is in a horse trough. It didn't look that great. So anyway, loaded up with water. About 7 miles from the shelter I want to get to, but I'm open-minded. It has turned so much colder. It's so cold and windy, I'm almost wishing for an uphill just so I can warm up again. But anyway, that's kind of my plan. So pretty much already had dinner, so I'm ready to just crawl in my tent as soon as I get there. I was able to look at the weather a minute ago, and it looks like the precipitation is going to not be here till like 11 or 12 tonight. And like I said before, not a huge chance that we'll get a lot. I mean, honestly, there's a 60% chance is the biggest chance of precipitation in any given hour. So theoretically, maybe not even rain at all or snow at all. But I'm expecting something, so probably will be in my tent tonight. Then just try to get up and carry my wet tent to town tomorrow. So, like I said, I was hoping to get to the post office by 1, but so I'm not real sure. I think if I get to that shelter, I can definitely get up and be gone. Looks like everything will be gone by in the morning, so should be able to get an early start, even if it'll be kind of cold and miserable to get up. But anyway, so that's kind of where I'm at. So just trying to get to Damascus and get a warm place to stay when I get there. Not real sure where I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna kind of make sure I get there first. And there's not really hotels. It's like all hostels, bed and breakfasts, and things like that. So I'm gonna try to find a good spot, maybe just once I get to town. So I'm sure I can find something. So anyway, just want to give you an update. Like I said, it's so much colder. Got my gloves on. If I don't hit an uphill soon, I may have to put my rain jacket on for another wind layer because it is very, very cold. So I'll keep on hiking. May not film as much. I'm trying to get somewhere pretty quick, and hopefully before dark. So, but we'll get back with you. I'll let you know what happens. Oh, feet. My feet are doing good. I had to stop a couple of times. That's why I'm running a little bit behind. Stopped a couple of times this morning. Really dug, I think, an ingrown toenail out of one of my toes. It was a good bit of blood, but I was able to clean it up, get some Neosporin on it. So, and then kind of bandage it back up with some gauze, which seems to be working. Knock on wood. I'm also found a way to tie my shoes online that like runners typically do for going downhill that may actually be helping too. So knock on wood, for the last 5 or 6 miles my toes have been good, so just hoping they can get me there tonight. We'll see, but anyway, we'll just have to see. So I'll get back with y'all when I figure something out. It's like a big body of water over there. good view from up on this ridge, but also lots of wind. This is an old shelter that's not maintained by the AT anymore. A little old lean-to. So it's got room for about 2 people. It actually says on far out that it's even questionable as an emergency shelter at this point. So I don't know, if I was in a storm I might hop in there. So yeah, a little bitty shelter, that's for sure. So anyway, the regular shelter is only about a mile ahead, so we're gonna keep going. Hey guys, I am currently closing in on my campsite, which will be either at the shelter or a stealth spot, either before or after. Kind of decided on that. So sun's going down. It's kind of hard to tell because it's kind of cloudy, but it's been crazy windy and cold. A little bit better in the last couple of miles, so that's a good sign. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Try to get warm in my tent when I get there, and then just try to wait out the snow and rain or whatever happens overnight, and then leave early in the morning headed for Damascus. So appreciate y'all watching, and I'm about to climb a hill. But I will get back with you guys in the morning.